Hello, my dear friends. Thank you for joining us today. Stories from the North Pole Live. Today, we have a fantastic program for all of you. You're going to love this one. So let's see, please type in the message in the comments, where you're from, you know, where you watching from, your name and everything. So Santa can appreciate who's the little friends watching from, okay? And you know what? I received some great letters from some little friends from me from everywhere. Let me read some of the questions before we start, okay? There we go. This is from Ocean. Hi, Ocean. Thank you for watching. And it says, let's see. Dear Santa, do elves make a mistake? Of course they do, dear Ocean. But you know what? Mistakes are the ones that make you better because everybody makes mistakes, but we learn from our mistakes. So those are part of life. But that mistake is like remind you not to do it again, to correct it. All right? Wonderful, wonderful question. Now this is from Ricky. Hi, Ricky. You know what? I have an elf named Ricky too. Ricky the elf. Here you go. Let me see. There you go. How do your reindeers learn to fly? Great question. Well, you know what? The reindeers, they practice and they have that magic Christmas with them with a little sprinkle of magic. And they practice. And on Christmas Eve, the Christmas magic, that's when they started. Great question, my little Ricky. Here we go. Let me see. This is from Little Sky. Hi, Sky. Let's see what she says. Dear Santa, how do you fit in a chimney? It's a good one. Well, let me tell you, Little Sky. What I do is I have a little magic sprinkle that I do. So I spray myself and I shrink myself and fit right through the chimney. And after that, whoop, go up back again. And then when I'm ready to leave, I go back inside, sprinkle the chimney, up the chimney we go. That sounds up. Oh, let me see. And it says, what about if I don't have a chimney? Oh, that's a great question. Well, you see, let me tell you, Little Sky, I have a magical key. This is a universal key. It only works on Christmas Eve. Okay? So what I do, I just open the door, sneak in, grab the presents, sneak out, close back again, and up I go. This is my magical key right here. Oh my goodness, what a wonderful question, my friends. Now, I have something special for you. Let me see who's. This says, Francisco, hi, Santa. I'm watching all the way from Houston. Hi, Francisco. How are you? Thank you for joining in. Now I have a wonderful, wonderful introduction. Oh, let me see. I have it right here. Hold on. Sometimes Santa, a little forgets things. Let me see. I have it right here. Where is it at? Come on. So before I continue today, let me share something with you. I recently received a beautiful book, a children's book. See it? It's called The Little Sparrow and the Courage to Dream. That's a wonderful title for that. And this one was written by a wonderful author. Her name is Katarina Sitierra, all the way from Portland. All the way across Europe. When I read it first, I thought it was Portland. And it's Poland. The little sparrow believed in his dream, even when others, thought it was impossible. Along the way, he met wonderful friends that encourage him to continue and follow his dream. Very important. And the little sparrow, he opened his wing. Even when the smallest wings, he carried a big dream. He believed that he can accomplish everything by believing and follow his heart. So I want to share more with you about this beautiful story book soon, and hopefully the author can join us. Okay? So, but don't forget, this is going to be one of the wonderful stories that you really don't want to miss. So, now, are we getting ready? Yes, we are, right? So, before that, okay, before we introduce our guest, let me tell you something, my little friends. You guys ready? There was a time, okay, there was a time when a group of school children, they loved to read. They had a great imagination, but the school didn't have a library. Oh, no. So what they did is, after school, they used to go to a wonderful place, a place they have books for imagination, stories, and something to learn. That place, do you know what's it called? The library. Yes, 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 yes. They will sit together, read stories, laugh, but their laugh was kind of silent laugh because you're in the library. You can't be too loud. You need to like whisper. Yes. And discover wonderful worlds inside the library. They used to read, talk about it, and enjoy it. And after that, they go separately, they go home. One summertime, summer vacation, school vacation, they decided, summer break, all went home, but they still continue the journey. They still continue visiting the library, community library, public library, but they didn't do it every day. They used to do it every other day, because in there, they love the stories, they love the books, so they want to continue that. So the imagination learn and grow in there. Oh, they used to have a great time in the library. So summer ended. Oh, for them. But the parents were happy. So when they returned back to the school, guess what? The school now had their own library. Oh, yes! The school library. When they arrived, their eyes went like this big. Oh, their heart shined so much because now they can read stories in their own library. To bring the imagination, the learning closer to every children's heart. But still, even on vacation or on days off, they still continue going to the community library. And this is why, my friends, let me tell you, our special guest is very special. Who helps makes those dreams come true. She shows the magic inside the books and teaches the children which book is good for them and what to encourage them to read those books. So please, let's give them a big, 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 big welcome, okay, to our dear friend, Miss Kandyce Rojas.
Hi.
Welcome, Miss
Santa.
Kandyce. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You know what? It was a pleasure, but I forgot something.
Thank you.
So how are you doing today? How's the weather over there where you are right now? Because over here it's kind of chilly. I'm drinking my hot cocoa right now to warm up my little belly.
Weather's really cool right now. It's a sunny day today. Very clear skies.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
really? Oh, that's nice, nice, nice. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
last week, no, 2 weeks ago, I think, I read a story about Santa visiting the library with
Yeah.
one of his elves, Ricky. Yes, yes, yes. And it was a wonderful story for the children. They introduced the library, the books, the meaning about reading the books, where they take those books, the imagination, they can go places far, far away, and they can grow and learn from there. And what better way that explaining more about that, they're our own librarian.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have some kind of questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course.
Yes, okay. Let me see. Hold on. I have them right here. Okay. So, first one. What inspired you to be a librarian? What? How did you get to the place that you are right now? Where you are right now? Yes.
In elementary school, I really love to read. So my school librarian had a lot of challenges and incentives. Um, I really liked fantasy books, books about magic, and um, whether it was Harry Potter, books about Merlin. So that ignited, I guess, made me love the idea of being in the library and able to read, and just wanting more of the same kind of book. Um, and w- wanting to be working in the library, it's it's a great place to share with the kids the same books that I like to read and try to share that love with them. So,
Oh, this is so wonderful. You know what, Ms. Rojas? This is why books are so important, especially you being there because children can come in and ask for advice.
mm,
And you can tell them, okay, what kind of book do you like? What kind of story? And you guide them right there to exactly what the kind of book they want and the story. Oh, that's so wonderful.
yes,
Yes, yes. And your journey, oh, that's a beautiful journey that you had. Not because a lot of people like to be librarians, but you have the heart and the will to encourage other school kids to grow and learn from that. Oh, this is wonderful. I like that one. Thank you so much. Now I have another one. What you love most of being a librarian?
so you're right. When students come looking for a book, I do ask a few questions to give me a sense of their likes, what they want to read, what they're interested in. Sometimes it's even based off of their mood. So if they're not having a good day, maybe I can point them to a book with a character that had you know not so great day either. So when I ask them questions, it gives me a sense of their interest, and I can kind of show them a book that I think is, a book that they'll be interested in. But I like to let them know that, okay, give it a chance, take a chance on this book, because if it's something that you don't want, it's not something for you, you can always come back. There's no risk. You can always come back and exchange it and kind of really explore your interests and what you really like and don't like. And they're pretty honest with me. They let me know exactly, what they're looking for. So um, learning when they come back, I can either, let them know if I found another book that kind of matches more or less what they're looking for, or if it's something that they want something that's a little bit ambitious for them, like a really long chapter book, and maybe I'll show them a way where they can build up to that. Other books where they can read and maybe come back and want something from that same author or something just like that. That is the best, when they come back wanting a book exactly the same way, they just want more.
Oh my goodness, that's so wonderful. Ms. Rojas, you bring stories to them, because you tell them about, like what is, sometimes they ask you, what about this book? And you tell them, you know what? That book it will take you to places you haven't been. You will learn a lot. That's
Mhm.
wonderful, because you guide them. You
Yeah.
guide them through the steps. And, that's a big help.
Mhm.
Oh, I like that. Thank you so much. Now, I have another question, okay? Let me see. I have it right here. Why are libraries, are so important for children?
Um, Actually, it really gives me an opportunity. I like it because it gives me a chance for I like choosing books for story time because if it's a book that I really like, I get to be silly, especially when a book makes me do animal noises or sound effects. And, I give it my best and I really want to make sure that I can bring that story to life. So having the students, showing me that they're enjoying the story and, you know, especially when they give me a clap at the end when the story's over, it gives me a sense that I was able to bring that book to life, and sharing that and letting them know that, like you said, there's magic in the books.
Yes, 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 yes. You know what, Ms. Rojas? Bringing stories to life, that's awesome. And like you said, making funny sounds and voices
Hmm.
to help the children, find their books. Oh, this is awesome. That makes the children more comfortable,
Hmm.
so they can see that you're there to help them and that guide them to the book they really want. That's really I like that one. That's really nice. Thank you for your answer. Now, my question is the library, the school library, do they have a program, special programs for the children to encourage them to read more?
Yes, we're always working on making programs that reward students when they read in our library. We like to give them challenges where they get to earn, whether it's game boards or free books, so that they can continue to want to read more. We want them to have a sense of to be proud and achievement when they reach a certain goal. In the library, yeah, we have a series challenge to get them familiar with different characters. We also have our top readers so that they can, you know, put more time into their reading independently. And that's a weekly thing where they can earn free books.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, in other words, to check the local school library so they
Mhm,
can find out more of the special events or special programs they have so they can
mhm.
participate and learn from that.
Yes.
Oh, that's so wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Um, I was going to ask you, so how did the kids go to a library? I mean, to the school library? If they're because the teachers tell them to go, or because the parents encourage them? How did they find themselves going to the library, school library?
Um, at our school, we have each teacher has a scheduled time during the week, which is the same time every week to come to the library. But I also have a lot of times that are open that gives students a chance to come when, say, they finish a book before the week is over, so they can constantly come back and forth. And they can always, most of the time, they can come during their recess. I have a little group of students that like coming and reading the pop-up books, so they just come, during their recess time. So um, and then after school, parents also have a chance to check books out. So there's a lot of times where students come as a scheduled visit, but there's a lot of opportunities for them to come on their own time as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. So the library, the library. encourage kids to learn more by all those
Mhm.
programs we have. Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
What favorite book have you seen that most of the kids want, that you can tell them, that you can say, you know what, I'm sorry, but this book is already out.
Mhm.
It's going to bring them like 3 days. I know sometimes they have popular books in the
Oh, yeah.
libraries, school libraries, that kids love to, but they can't get a hold of them because the other children has it all.
Yes. So there's quite a few titles like the Dogman. That one I have tons of copies, but they're constantly out. Um, as soon as one comes in, someone takes it right away. And there's so many of them that um, some students even like rechecking books that they've already read. Even though they've read it already, they just want it again because they love the Dogman series or the Pigeon series. They love the Piggy and Elephant series. Those ones are constantly off the shelves because if I have them, someone wants it.
Oh. So that means that the kids love to read there, huh? You know what? That's
Hmm.
that's that's beautiful, because I remember when I was a long time ago
Hmm.
that the library they used to go, over there in North Pole, it was sometimes they didn't have that many books like now. I mean, why now we have books, shelves and shelves and shelves of books. The elves like to read the books. They always get engaged. They love, going to adventures. They love stories. They love, and me, of course, I love. I love to read stories about toys. The
Hmm.
new update toys. uh, Now, what do you wanna say to the children about? Do you have any, last words to encourage them, to tell them about, the wonderful things that they have in the library, the librarian? Please.
Yes. So in libraries, every library is trying to make it fun for the readers. They have programs and events. So I know that in our school, we try to have our programs, but then during the summer is coming up, and during your vacation, um, I encourage you to visit your local library. Local libraries or public libraries are always open. And that's a good way to see because they put on programs and events that are fun for the family. They have guest readers. Some even have activities that students can go. And most of everything that the public library offers are free to encourage the most amount of people to join them, and they have fun activities, projects, whether it's playing with Legos, um, and bringing guest readers, have learning about famous artists. There's a lot of stuff going on in the public library, so even though vacation is coming up, you can still continue to borrow your books and check out to see what they have, because every local library has something going on that's going to be fun for the whole family.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, yes, yes. You know what? Last time when me and my elf Ricky visited the library, I surprised them with a universal gold card library card. So he can use
Yes.
it everywhere he went.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere he can just go to the library,
Mm-hmm.
show him the gold card, and start reading his books. So those
Mm-hmm.
libraries, you need to get a library card too, or they just
Yes. But it requires really nothing. Everything is free. You just go get your library card, and it really does not require anything from you. Everything should is free.
oh, that's wonderful. I like that.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. And does the do they have a contest in your school about reading? The more you read, the award you win, or every
Yes.
school has different things?
So, yeah, every school, the libraries get to um, provide programs, work with the teachers to see what's going to motivate the kids to read because we really want them to have fun doing it. And so we want them to earn rewards and incentives. So whether it's, like I said, free books, but we do have a series challenge that they have to complete, a certain amount of pages where it gets them familiar with familiar characters where they can, if they like the character, there's multiple books from the same author that they can, finish and turn them in, and that's when they get to win a game board, and that's all year long. And sometimes it has classes um, trying to, it is a contest because the classes get a popsicle party at the end of the trimester. So yeah, they totally get into it, and they want to, when they're um, reading against other classes, it can get very intense. Mhm.
So it's a friendly competition. You know what?
Very
This is
friendly,
great.
yes.
Very friendly
Mhm.
competitions because they want to win that
I was gonna say, but
for
they
the
want to
characters.
win.
Yes, 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 yes. That's what we had too in the North Pole. Our elves. We have a contest too. See
Mhm.
who works faster. The little elves.
Mhm.
They just work their own pace. They say, you know what? We know that we work fast, so let's work.
Yeah.
But Ms. Candace, it was an honor having you here and sharing your story from your journey to a librarian. This is very important because librarians are so significant. In the library because you guide the children, not only the children, the adults, the
Mhm.
seniors. If they want to read, what kind of story they like, and then you go and
Mhm.
check and say, you know what, I have a perfect story for you. Go to
Yes.
this aisle. I mean, same
Mhm.
thing. Probably you have aisles, and then you
Yes.
guide them to the aisles, and then
Mhm.
the kids, the adult, they grab the book, and they take them to imaginations. They go wherever they
Right.
want to go, and
Mhm.
learning is so important because
Mhm.
it makes you who you want to be and
Yeah.
learn. And
Mhm.
the more you learn, the more you're worth it, the more you
Mhm.
prepare for the future.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
this is thank you so much. You know what? We really appreciate for joining us today.
Yes,
And
thank you.
hopefully soon you can come back again as a special guest again.
I would love that.
You
Thank you
love
so
that?
much for having me.
Any last words for our friends and families?
Um, just I guess always there's always something going on in the library, and to check it out, your local library or your school library, and just see what incentives that they have, programs and events, and most likely something will be going on that you'll be interested in. So, and then hopefully you can, become a regular patron.
That's perfect. I love that. And like you
Mhm.
said, the more you read, the more
Yes.
you value. And
Oh, yes. Give
always
yourself
follow.
permission
Yes,
to
yes,
to
yes.
to
Always follow your
explore the
heart and follow
imagination.
your dream. Yes, yes. It's a lot of information. I'm overwhelmed over
Mhm.
here, and my brain is almost sometimes it starts
Yes.
booming.
Mhm.
Well, thank you, Miss Candace. Oh, well, let me
Thank you.
see. If anybody have any question for Miss Candace, please type it in the comments before she departs our beautiful session here. Let me see. Hmm, they're still thinking probably.
Mhm.
Probably they don't have any comments because you explain everything perfectly. It's like when they're in school and you tell
Mhm.
the children, "Do you have any questions?" Everybody's like, "No question for me." Oh, here we go. Yes, here you go. Oh, what's your favorite book? This is from Francisco.
Oh, okay. So off the top, The Giving Tree is probably the one that I try to use as a read aloud because that story is a guaranteed winner with all my audiences. That's a story that I can depend on to have a great response to. I love The Giving Tree and the message that it has.
Oh, okay. What is the name of the book again?
The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein.
The Giving Tree. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I need to get that book. I haven't come across the book. Well, Santa's got a lot of books to read, and he doesn't know which one.
Mhm. Yes.
Let me
Some books are
see.
silly, but that one just has um it gives you an emotional response that really really makes you feel for the characters.
Oh, you know that Francisco just started says, I love the book. So he has read the book before.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Yes.
wonderful. That's wonderful. Now it's a challenge for Santa. Santa needs to read the book too now.
Yes, and that one is a guaranteed winner.
Oh, thank you so much. And so next time when you join us, I'm
Yes.
going to comment about that book. I'm going
Yes,
to say,
yes.
you know
Let me know
what?
what you
Thank
think.
you. I'm going to say,
Mhm.
thank you so much for that advice, Miss Candace. I love that book.
Good, good,
you
good.
know, you know what? It was really, really a pleasure having you here.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And hopefully we can bring you back again whenever you decide to join us again.
Mhm.
We're very happy. All our family and friends from North Pole, Mrs. Claus, and all the else. We thank you so much, Miss Candace. Here we go. Let's give them a nice round of applause for Miss Candace. Come on, guys.
Thank you. I had such a great time. Thank you so much for having me, Santa.
You're welcome. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, my friends, the issue was wonderful. You know what? That's the best part I like about libraries. Because it tells you, it shows you, and inspire you new adventures, new books. And it's always been, can you imagine a library with no books? Oh, no stories, no dreams, nothing. That's why libraries are so important. So we can imagination grow and we can learn. I know sometimes that we like to Google. Can you check this? But it's always best, let me tell you, for experience, to grab a book, open those pages, and let your dreams come true, your imagination fly wherever the story is all about. So it's very important to have to read those books. I love that. Let me see. Uh, what's this? Oh, Jesus says hi. Oh, hi, Jesus. Thank you for joining in today. I really appreciate it. So, my dear friends, please, thank you so much for joining in today. We have a wonderful time with a wonderful guest, Ms. Kandyce Rojas, a school librarian. It was wonderful. So remember, let's stay tuned for probably for more adventures, more stories, and more of the special guests coming. But if you really want me to read your questions, my little friends, please ask some of your parents, grandparents, and friends to send me an email. It's right there, my email, about your name and your question. And hopefully I can answer that question on our next session. Okay? So thank you so much. And remember, always believe, hope, and stay frosty, my friends. Until next time. Bye.